Daniel Bennett of the Daniel Bennett Group. Welcome. You're here from New York?
We are. We're here for the week, and we're happy to be in Jacksonville.
And how would you describe your sound?
Well, it's interesting. I guess our music is sort of a hybrid of sounds, folk music, American folk music, some minimalism, classic, experimental classical music, and, of course, just groovy, straight-ahead jazz.
Okay, well, let's take it back a step and talk about how you got involved in music. Were you playing ever since you were a little boy?
Yeah, I started when I was 10, and when I was a kid, I wanted to play saxophone so badly, and when we signed up for our band instrument, you would choose which instrument, and it gave 3 choices. So I said saxophone, saxophone, saxophone.
Saxophone.
Done deal.
And ever since. And is that the only instrument you play, or have you learned to play others along the way?
Yeah, I double a lot. Flute, clarinet, oboe, piccolo, and nowadays it's almost expected for a saxophone player to double, to play other woodwind instruments.
Okay, and you have a new album out. What can we expect from this new album?
We do. We've got a new record out. It's called The Mystery at Clown Castle on the Manhattan Daylight Media label, and I'm very excited about it. We're touring. We're going to be in the Midwest. We're going to be in the West Coast. We're in Florida all week, and it's the full band. I'm traveling right now with just guitar, but we've got a full band: guitar, bass, drums, and saxophone.
Is this the first time that you've toured before, or is this?
We do it a lot.
Yeah.
We do it a lot. Yeah, we travel a lot, and it's fun. We get to meet a lot of great people and explore the world.
All right, and so what was your inspiration behind this? And how many albums do you have? And what's your inspiration for this one?
This is number 6.
Okay.
We had 3 albums that were based on bears, the nation of bears, peace and stability among bears.
What is up with the bears?
You know what? Somebody was just asking us about that. Nat can answer that question better than me, but we like
putting
bears.
the whole newsroom in jeopardy. You realize this.
I know.
If you've ever seen Anchorman, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, keep going.
I've seen it,
good.
so I know what you're talking
You got the
about.
reference, otherwise it would get very quiet around
Yes,
here.
no. So we like to do sort of concept albums. The last record was called Clockhead Goes to Camp, and I was inspired by old mystery movies and classic television, and put it all together in The Mystery at Clown Castle. And
so are you living the dream? This is what you've always wanted to do. Now you have your 6th album. You're traveling all over the country. And you know, you're in New York too. How is it the music scene in New York City? I would imagine it's kind of tough, you know? There's a lot of really good artists out there.
It's a blast. You work really hard.
Yeah.
I do as Nat and I both perform in all sorts of different contexts, so you have to wear many hats to make it happen. But we love it. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I love New York. I've been in Manhattan for a while. And I love to get around the country, too.
And where do you perform? I know you're going to be performing literally right after you leave here, and we'll get to that in a second. But where do you perform typically when you're out on the road?
Clubs, festivals, everything, all things in between. We do a lot of events for public libraries, museums, concert halls. It's different every night.
I mean, do people need to get tickets, or can they just come up and
It
watch?
depends on the event. We're going to be at the Jacksonville Public Library.
Have you ever been, by the way?
I haven't.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
And people keep saying that.
Yeah.
And I want to put a shout out to Ed Lean, and those guys are doing an amazing job. They have a music series, classical music, jazz, everything, right at the library. It's amazing. I'm so excited to be there.
Yeah, and I bet the acoustics are going to be great in there. I know nothing about music, but I don't know if someone's told you that, but it's just a beautiful venue. And,
I've heard great things, and I heard that they're just doing a wonderful job with the music production happening there. So.
And sometimes they have field trips, kids going by the library to check out books, but it'd be great if there are a lot of kids see you play. What a inspiration to see someone like yourself playing the saxophone and the guitar and creating your own music.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to meet new people. It's all about meeting new people and trying new things.
All right, so what are you going to play for us when we send you over there to get geared up for your performance?
I think we're going to do our favorite song on the new album is called Paul Platypus.
Paul Platypus.
So, yeah, you didn't expect that, did you?
No, we sure didn't. From bears to platypus. Okay.
The kids would love that, that's
Thank
for sure.
you so much. And by the way, we want to give you information.